As you can see, we have a different setup here. I'm not at the desk in room 110. Anyway, moving on to congruence. So there are a couple different sections we'll cover here that will help us out on the assignment. So you can see the directions say complete each congruence statement. So first of all, this says triangle VWX is congruent to triangle CDE. So we know they're congruent. Now, this is the statement we have to complete. It says side VW is congruent to, well, you can try to figure it out from the shapes. VW is right here. You see there's one little mark on it. We can just go and select CD because there's one mark. But sometimes those marks are not there. So what I want to show you is VW are the first two letters, CD are the first two letters. That always works. Again, you may not have the marks. So I will just put CD, and you could actually put DC. That doesn't matter. Put the little bar over it. This question's a little different. They're asking us about an angle. So that's how we read that. Angle S is congruent to. So our answer will be an angle. S is the first letter. C is the first letter. That's how I know it's C. You could also use the little marks again. Angle S has one arc. Angle C has one arc. But as I just showed you, they're not always there. So this is basically the same question that we have to use the way that it's written. So triangle MKL is congruent to triangle STL. See, they share a point, L. Now, side ML, first letter, last letter, has to match. First letter S, last letter L, it is side SL. Same thing over here. Again, we're talking about angle, angle J. Well, it looks like J is the third letter, S is the third letter, so it is congruent to angle S. That looks kind of like a 5, but it's an S. So notice, wherever I side, I put a bar over it, and I need two letters. If it's an angle, I put the angle symbol and one letter. Okay, now there will be a section on the assignment where we have to mark the angles and sides to indicate congruence. Write a statement that the triangles in each pair are congruent. Okay, well, first of all, the marks. So notice, C is the first letter, C is also the first letter, that's the same angle. Angle D, second letter, D, second letter, they're the same. Angle B is congruent to angle L, so I will put one mark, one arc actually in each of those. Now for the sides, CD, CD, that's just that side. I'll put one little mark there. Now let's go second letter, third letter, DB, DL. They are the same length. DB, I'll put two marks in, DL, two marks. See, that means they are congruent. They each have two marks. First letter, third letter is CB and CL. Here's CB, there's CL. I will give them 3 marks. They're called tick marks. That means they're congruent. So the side they share, we just put 1 mark in. So this is very similar over here. Angle J is the same as angle J. If we wanted to, we could do that. Angle I is congruent to angle C. I will give them 2 arcs. And angle K is congruent to angle D. I will give those angles 3 arcs. And now for the sides, first 2 letters, JI, JC. JI is congruent to JC. Second, third letter, IK, CD. IK, CD, and I think we already know that's 3 marks and 3 marks. And finally, in the diagram, well, we don't have the diagram. Triangle MKL is congruent to triangle JET. Complete the statement. Angle L is congruent to Well, L is the third letter. T is the third letter. Angle T. MK, first and second letter. JE, first and second letter. That's pretty much the assignment. I'll show you. You will just fill in the statements following the letters the way they're written. Exactly what we just did. Page 2 is here. You'll put the marks on. That's the only time you have to do that. Just do your best. And again, just follow the order of the letters to answer these. If you need any help, let me know.